I've always questioned things in life. This curiosity has taught me more about life, how people think, and who I am. My name is Brad McMahon, and I live in Indiana with my wife and 3 children. Today, I'd like to answer a few questions about me and who I am. I suppose you could say curiosity itself is a skill that I have. I've always been able to ask good questions and be enthused about what people have to say and think. I truly believe in the saying that God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, so use the one you have the most of. In my 36 years of life, I've learned to listen first and speak second. Too many people have something to say and little to listen. I, on the other hand, like to listen and believe this is a good skill to have. Being curious has led me to discover many things in life. If I had the opportunity to ask anything, I would want to know why we exist. Existence is one of the only questions that has not really been answered. I would also want to know if other human life exists elsewhere. I would be interested to know if there is any other intelligent life out there in the universe. Lastly, I think I would want to be able to trace back my roots and ask, where did I come from? Hopefully, and be able to go back as far as possible to understand who I am and where I came from. I'm also interested in how things work. I was the kid who took the lawnmower apart and succeeded at putting it back together after many attempts. I've been pretty good at figuring out how mechanical things work. I feel confident if given enough time and resources, I could figure out how anything works. I also like to figure out how to improve things. Nuclear power interests me, but the one thing that has intrigued me the most is how the human brain works. I feel unlocking the brain and how it works could intrigue me for a lifetime. I would definitely like to know more about the human brain. Knowing many of these things would satisfy my life, but there are a few more realistic things that I would like to accomplish before I die. The first thing I would like to accomplish before I die is to successfully own and operate a small business. I am interested in so many things. Making a living at what I'm interested in would be very satisfying. I would also like to write a book about something interesting. It would be non-fiction and probably technical. A how-to book would be fun because I do like to teach and research interesting things. Lastly, before I die, I would like to travel the world and see many of the countries I have seen on TV. Europe, Japan, China, Russia, and Africa are a few that come to mind. I think I would like to visit Africa and Europe the most. I would like to discover the culture of Europe and the wildlife of Africa. The people of Europe seem very interesting, and a new culture and way of thinking would be refreshing. Africa seems wild and dangerous, so this environment seems intriguing. I really would enjoy a week-long safari in the jungles of Africa. I also enjoy being around water. Pacific blue, one of the 96 Crayola colors, is my favorite color because it reminds me of the ocean water. For now, I just settle for 2-day weekends where I can enjoy my family and finish my studies. My favorite weekend activities include hunting and fishing, my children's sporting activities, and gardening around the house with my wife. I also enjoy spending time alone. I usually occupy my alone time by studying, reading, or watching a movie. However, my daughter likes to watch movies, so she usually cuddles up with me in a bowl of popcorn to catch a scary movie. No one should watch a scary movie alone. Because many of my alone time is spent studying, I feel I miss out on the time with my children and family. There have been many times that the family has gone to my mom's to swim or eat, and I have stayed behind to finish a research paper or take a test. This is what I most dislike about college. It takes away from my personal time with friends and family. This takes a lot of discipline, but hopefully I will get all of this back when I complete my degree. Staying at home studying is the last place I like to be when I know my family is out having fun at the park or going to the zoo. Really though, the last place I'd like to be is somewhere that is amazing and not have anyone to share it with. My father is all alone and now has no one to share thoughts with or to do anything amazing with. This is something I fear and feel I'd rather not have towards the end of my life. I think this is why it is important to keep friends close and treat people nicely. I have a few close friends, but most of my friends I share only one or two common interests. It may be golf, work, or hunting, but there are a few of those that I only share ties with because of what I do and not really who I am. I have been reading a book about energy. It's called Energy Victory by Robert Zurban. I have mentioned this book to many of my friends because it explains how we are addicted to foreign oil and what we can do about it. Not many friends are interested in reading this book, but they always seem to gripe about high gas prices and the cost of living. Many of us don't realize that we can make a significant impact on our economy by the way we choose to consume goods and services. Energy Victory has some real solutions to our energy needs and possible crisis in the near future. This is the book I would recommend to my friends. I've lived in many places across Indiana. I've never lived outside of my state, but if I could live at any time in history, I think I would fit in well somewhere in the past. I've always been attracted to the 1930s era. This was the dawning of the Industrial Revolution, and there were many inventions being discovered. These were simple inventions that just took a little perseverance and hard work, and a man can make something of himself by making something for other people. I can see myself looking up to Henry Ford as we now look up to Bill Gates, great role models for young entrepreneurs. In concluding, I think I'm a simple person, one who enjoys a good conversation but also likes to engage himself in deep thought. These are just a few of the things that make me who I am and who I'd like to be.